My name's Natasha Bradley. I'm a solution sales specialist at SoftwareONE. We first engaged with Pertemps when they were looking to move to an Office 365 platform. The main challenges were that they had an old aging infrastructure that they hadn't invested in. It was decentralised, causing them lots of headaches, so they had servers at each individual site, so a lot of management overhead nightmare. After the Office 365 implementation went well, we then started moving forward around looking at things like Azure. They needed some sort of monitoring tool to help them give an idea of where the workloads were, no matter if it was an on-prem or hybrid solution. So they removed their current solution and we replaced it with System Center. What was the real business reasons for you making that change?
The server environment was almost 5 years old, so we were starting to look at what our next steps were. From a business perspective, we needed to get smart at how we operated. We were growing in terms of geography, going to more and more centres, so we needed the ability to transact with more people in more remote locations. So a real business driver there, and at the same time actually saving money on our telephony platform. What it's given us is the next application set, the later application set. It's also given us better tools in terms of being able to manage the compliance of data.
The technology works alongside me, so if you like, it's an enabler, it's a means to challenge existing processes. It's not something that I pull out of the cupboard whenever I think it's IT. It's part of the intelligence you apply to the particular issue you've got.
Previously, the audit checklist was in one Excel spreadsheet and the results were in a different one. They're still in two spreadsheets, but I used to print the checklist out, go and sit at someone's desk, ask them all the questions and circle it all. And then I'd come back and I'd probably spend a couple of days at my desk typing all of this back in so that then I'd be able to do the analysis. Whereas now, with a very small tweak to the checklist, just adding in a couple of columns for the responses, it means I can gather the results while I'm out there sat at someone's desk, and then when I come back it's ready to just paste straight into the audit report. It's saved me an awful lot of time.
Before the technology, a lot of information was just stored in people's heads, so then should they go off on long-term leave or should they leave the company, then a lot of that crucial knowledge leaves with them. Whereas now with these new processes we've adopted, we don't even really have to have the exit interview to make sure we get everything out of them. It's all there captured as we've gone along. It protects the business.
We've got things like a list of all the accreditations that the business has, so ISO 9001, investors in people, so anyone across the business can go and look at that list and say, oh, we're accredited to ISO 9001. I built it so that the certificate is attached to it so that they can go and get it.
It's giving a professional edge, an image to our clients. They can see that we're using the latest technology and that we're using things like Microsoft Link and so on. And we're doing video conferencing and shared documents.
And of course with the OneNote sharing ability, store it on SharePoint, and then everyone can just go in and put their little bits in. I've just had a conversation with, had a website, articles, spreadsheets, etc., multiple formats that can all be stored there quite easily. So it's a great way of sharing the knowledge.
The technology will enable us to make massive steps as an organisation. So for me, it will bring efficiencies, it brings new possibilities.
Pertemps had a tight deadline to deliver the System Center piece, and we had around about 2 months to deliver that. SoftwareONE has become an extension of the IT department. We work as a team with a client, and then we'll just sort of fit in where they need us to fit in. So we've become sort of one big family.